Happy Friday, everyone. Today we have Hannah Banana. It's going to be an 18-minute AMRAP consisting of 10 toes to bar, 20 devil's press, and 60 double unders. A couple modifications here. If you do not have a pull-up bar for toes to bar, we're going to show you an option where you can do these with either a dumbbell or another weighted object on the floor. For the devil's press, we'll show a couple versions, one with either 2 dumbbells or 1, depending on what you have at home. And then for our double unders, we're going to scale those either with 90 singles or 90 dot hops. Remember to sign on for the Zoom class at either 10 or 4:30 p.m. Have fun. All right, we're going to walk through our warm-up for Hannah Banana today. So it's going to be 30 seconds at each of the following movements, and we're going to walk through this 2 times. So the first movement is going to be a Samson stretch. Kate's going to step out into a lunge, pushing those hips forward, getting a good stretch to the hip flexor, stepping back and alternating for 30 seconds, alternating legs. From there, we're going to go into an active Spider-Man. So from that plank position, she's stepping one foot out to her hand, reaching that hand up, switching the legs out, repeating the same on the other side, just alternating back and forth. After that, she's going to stand it up and we're going to do a Cossack Squat or side lunge. So we're just going to do these active for 30 seconds. So she's lunging out to one side, coming back up to center, and then lunging to the opposite side. Again, alternating for the 30 seconds. After the Cossack Squat, we're going to do a regular air squat. So feet come just outside shoulder width, hips back, chest up, getting full range of motion, standing up nice and tall at the top. After the air squat, we're going to go to a push-up to downward dog. So from our plank position, chest goes down to the floor, pressing into that downward dog position, getting a good stretch at the top. You can modify the push-ups by dropping down to your knees if you need to. After the push-up to downward dog, she's going to flip over onto her back and do just some slow sit-ups. So nothing crazy here, just working on warming up our core, warming up those abs for our toes to bar today. After the sit-ups, we're going to finish with 30 seconds of jump rope. Just nice easy singles, focusing on warming up those calves and Achilles, getting ready for our double unders or our single unders today. 30 seconds of that, and then we'll go through that sequence one more time. All right, for our toes to bar, we have a number of different options. If you have a pull-up bar and you have the space to do a kipping toes to bar, feel free to do that. Now we can scale these as we typically would with a kipping knees to chest, which Kate is demonstrating. Now if we have a pull-up bar but we don't have the space to do a kipping toes to bar, you can do them strict. So Kate's going to show a strict toes to bar first, trying to stay as controlled as possible through that full range of motion. We could always scale these as well with a strict knees to chest, where she's just bringing her knees up as high as she can, still trying to control that motion as best she can. Now if you don't have a pull-up bar at all, we're going to do these with a weighted object on the floor. So Mary's going to reach her hands over her head, grabbing that dumbbell or kettlebell depending on what you have, and then bringing those toes up and over, trying to touch the dumbbell above her head and then controlling back down. So each rep would be 1. So every toe to bar, we would scale with 1 of these toes to dumbbell. All right, we have devil's press today in the workout. Traditionally, these are done with 2 dumbbells. So if you have 2 dumbbells at home and you can manage it, we can go with that option. Mary's gonna show that version here. So she's doing a burpee first. Her chest comes down between the dumbbells. Then as she stands up, she's basically doing a swing overhead. Back down to the ground for that next rep. Swing between the legs and then extending up overhead at the top. So this would be the traditional 2-handed or double dumbbell devil's press. Now if you only have 1 dumbbell, we can do these as a single arm. So Kate's going to show that version here. So she's doing a burpee on one side of the dumbbell, swinging overhead with 1 arm, and then alternating to the other arm for that next rep. So in this case, you would alternate arms every single rep. It would be 20 total, so 10 on each arm. Now if your dumbbell that you have at home is going to be too heavy to do this as a single arm, we can do it as a double arm swing overhead. You're still going to do the burpee on one side of the dumbbell, but then you're going to grab with 2 hands in the center of that dumbbell to complete the swing overhead. This is going to be kind of similar to a kettlebell swing or how we would scale the kettlebell swings with our dumbbell. So if you have a little bit heavier dumbbell, feel free to use this option. Again, it would be 20 total reps each round. All right, we have 60 double unders in our workout today. So if you have a jump rope and you've got doubles, we're gonna roll with that. Now we can still scale this if we're working on doubles like we would in the gym where we scale to a certain amount of time. Maybe we're working on our double unders for 1 minute and we just cap it at that. If we're gonna do singles, we're gonna up the reps to 90 and do 90 singles. Now if we don't have a jump rope, we can scale these also to dot hops, which Mary's gonna show here. Step forward, step back. Each time she moves her feet either forward or back counts as 1 rep. And we're gonna scale those as well to 90 total reps each round.